We're back with the second part of the forum, and earlier we talked about the rehabilitation program between the mother and the child. And based on the feedback of our stories and coverage, we've also, a lot of readers are interested to know what's going to happen to the mother. And Vijay has just told me that most of the cases, the aggressors actually do not get charged by the police. Vijay, would you like to explain about that?
Okay, in this particular case, we don't know whether there's a police report made.
Yep.
If a police report was made by the welfare officer, it's not easy for the police to charge her because, okay, you can charge her, but when it comes to giving evidence in the court, the child is going to give evidence against the mother. It's going to be very difficult. It's a 5-year-old child. And then the child will feel very guilty, about giving evidence. There are no other witnesses. So it's like, you're not going to win the case. So the DPP might be reluctant to charge because the chances of winning the case will be very difficult. But I still feel the mother should be charged because there is a legislation, it should be implemented. Mother can be charged. Doesn't mean that she'll go to prison or pay a fine or whatever. It could be bound over, with some conditions there, like she has to go for counselling, whatever. You can put some conditions there. And of course, the child's protection order will have conditions there, like that the mother can visit. Time being, mother can visit the child, but under the supervision. And when the child is ready to go back, she can go back to the mother. All these court orders, protection orders can be varied. There's no problem. When the situation is better, you come back to court, which means the welfare officer has to clearly monitor the child frequently, intensely. That has to happen. But I was talking about many cases, the police don't charge, which is true. Like when I was in the welfare department, hardly about 10% or 20% of the cases we make police report. In fact, most of them we don't even make police report because we know we can help. The parents who beat the child is cooperative, agree to go for counselling. We can take a protection order with all the conditions, that's fine. But we do make police report, especially when it's sexual abuse and very severe physical abuse or emotional abuse. We make a police report. Sometimes out of say 20 cases that we reported, we find that maybe 3. There was one period I tabulated and I found that out of 20 cases that year, only 3 were charged. Out of which I think one the parent admitted, so he was sentenced to jail or something. The other 2 they took lawyers and it went on for years and years. The other 17 they were not charged. In fact, the police didn't even call me. I'm the one who made the police report. They didn't even call me to take my statement, which means they didn't even start the process.
Okay,
so we have a problem there.
Back to this rehabilitation that we were talking about. Are there any cases that you guys have worked on before where, once they have monitored or it's not done to due diligence and abuse happens again?
Shall I answer that? One of the things that we are lacking, has never been implemented, is that we do not have a tracking system for abuses, of abuses. So if a abuser abuses a child today and is released or whatever, that person can move to any state and there's no tracking system, and that person can actually commit the crime again and abuse another child. Therefore, there was a case previously where the person was released and he became a school bus driver. You see, it's like a person who's an alcoholic now working as a bartender. And this tracking system helps so that another child doesn't become the victim of that. Now, that person may not necessarily be a violent person, but something could trigger off that person, a similar incident, a similar recalling of some other incident. And that person could be a teacher and could take it out on another child. So the rehabilitation process has to have a form of something documented, a tracking system, and then of course a follow-up to ensure that this thing does not happen.
Okay, so with us today in Studio V, we have audience members and they have some questions for the panelists. Mr. Victor?
I have a question. as a concerned member of the community here. From time to time, I've come across, either through the newspapers or electronic media, where we get cases of abuse, and then either the welfare or the police steps in, and then in most cases, I think they are put in, or at least some of the cases, they are put in welfare homes, all right? The question is, what if abuse happens in these welfare homes? Is there a monitoring system or avenue where complaints can be brought forward? Is there any bodies in place?
Actually, we have few cases now, like physical abuse and also sexual abuse in homes, and then we really need the info from the referrer, and then the source need to be very strong also, and we will support the source so that actually they need to lodge the police report, and we need to find the other support. For example, if they take away the child, make sure that the child been put in another place which is safer and smaller children home, or maybe foster home lah. And then what we lack is the source. Normally they're not confident, and or maybe they not understand well about the process of reporting. And then what they need is to come to one organization that understand this issue and can support them, and we can do together, which is work with the police and make sure that the perpetrator, that means like the caretaker in that home, can be charged, and also at least not continue working there, and then make sure that this child also can give the witness, like VG said, the evidence, because we need the children to give the statement lah. And that's another issue, because when the children feel fear, they will tell that, oh, that one not happen and I'm okay now. So we really need the support in so many angles lah.
I've had cases where people who work in the homes, usually some NGO home, they come forward, they want to meet me, they give me all the facts, but they just don't want to make police report. They just don't want to come forward. So it's very difficult, because the police need the first-hand information from that person, not from me, So it just goes, but of course if the welfare is aware, they will go there and rescue the child. But the part about welfare will take the child, send to the hospital, see whether there's abuse or not, talk to the child, then they can protect the child. But this perpetrator might just go unpunished, because the informer doesn't want to come forward. We have a lot of such cases.
Okay. Are there any more questions from the audience? Yeah? Yes, Miss Melly.
I'm concerned about the mother. What is happening to her? Because everybody says she's going for counselling, treatment, but who's going to see to it that she's getting it?
That's right. I can say that actually the counsellor needs to be somebody that really understands about childhood trauma, and it's not only normal counselling, because like verbal counselling, that the client can say that, oh, I'm okay now, I know, and then I've given personal or the parenting skills, something like that. They can lies, they can rationalize, and they can say that they can take care of this child, and I'm realized now, I'm aware now, something like that. But actually behind of that, they have the issue that they sometimes cannot control. For example, like anger, it's very simple to say that, oh, we give the anger management skill lah. And then, oh, when you feel angry, then you can do like this. But it comes to another stage where actually they really don't understand why they feel angry suddenly, and actually it hits their own buttons, like their own issue lah. So they need personal therapy, and the counsellor needs to be really understand and really can do the process of working like a person. Normally they have gone through their own trauma. They need to integrate, join back their own young child and their own self now, and it really takes time. It's not easy.
I tend to differ from the usual norm.
Yeah.
Why focus on the mother? Yeah, I agree that she's a so-called perpetrator. Poor thing, she's been branded. She's now the center of attraction and focus. But what about the man? I always feel very difficult for single mothers who've got to hold on to a job, who've got to look after the child. But come on, partly is the man. He should be brought to, into the picture as well. Well, has he been giving her any form of support? Is there some form of alimony being paid? I feel that in any case where, in terms of abuse, where there's a single mother, that person will also have to be checked. The law has got to be fair. In the second situation is, I always believe that whatever it is, she's not automatically a person who's lacking this and who's lacking. I see that quite a bit happening to maids. Immediately a maid comes in, everyone has got a list of things that they feel that a maid should be screened. Everyone now examines the mother and checks her anger level, her emotional level. But the fact is, she's not had the support. I don't believe any single mother would do what she would have done. But I believe that she needs support. I believe that she can, if she's able to talk to somebody, have that ability to share and unload her emotions and unload her day's difficulties and stress. Well, stress is a factor for child abuse. Then I believe that will have long-term effects. Yeah, she can go for any amount of counseling and rehabilitation, but who's there to guarantee that this may not reoccur?
Yep, okay, so I think that's all the time that we've had. Thank you very much to the panelists and the members of the audience who have raised questions. So please do stay tuned to staronline.tv for more coverage on child abuse, and further information you can log on to the website of Shelter Home and PS The Children. Thank you very much for watching.